So there are so many consumers in Minnesota that we'll never reach them all with purchased advertising. And so we've got to leverage the people that we have and the stories that we have to tell through other means. And so one of the biggest ways that we reach consumers in Minnesota is through our Common Ground group, which are volunteer farm wives who can talk one-on-one with women, their own peers that are raising kids, raising families, managing households, and talk about food and what we do and what's so important about, what is important about what we do and what we're, all the things, the cool things that we're doing to raise their food sustainably and responsibly. We sponsor a program at the Arboretum called Farm at the Arb that exposes the visitors there to modern farming technology. There's so many stereotypes of the old red barn and the guy in overalls chewing on the hay. And that's really not what ag is anymore. Or there's still that component, but it's not the main thing. And through programs like that, we can reach people that we would never be able to touch through any kind of paid media. Let's not forget, too, our consumers. They buy a lot of fuel and they buy a lot of our ethanol. And a lot of the corn in Minnesota goes through our ethanol plants, and they are, it's a big piece of the economics of farming in Minnesota anymore is our ethanol industry. We need to connect with people and tell them how not only does ethanol help the rural economy, it helps the air in the very heart of the city is cleaner because they have got ethanol in their fuel tanks. You know, we have relationships with Gopher Sports and with the St. Paul Saints. We aren't targeting any specific audience there, but just to build the general trust and goodwill of folks who aren't necessarily day-to-day involved in agriculture, I think is really valuable. We don't know, it would be hard for me to put a monetary value on that, but I think it would be, it's in everybody's good interest in our industry to make sure that folks understand that we care about what we do and the environment. Consumer outreach is just one thing that Minnesota Corn Growers Association is doing on your behalf.